VECHAIN Price Forecast for 2025, the future of the supply chain revolution. Did you know that supply chains lose millions globally every year due to inefficiency and fraud? VECHAIN aims to change that and ultimately revolutionize industries like healthcare and logistics with blockchain technology. In this video, I'll explain how VECHAIN works, what real-world use cases it has, and why it could be a very practical cryptocurrency for your portfolio. Stay tuned, and by the end you'll understand why VECHAIN is not just a project but a real solution to problems in the world. So what exactly is VECHAIN? It's essentially a supply chain management solution in the IoT space, meaning in logistics, but also in healthcare and the automotive industry. It basically improves the efficiency of logistics using blockchain technology. It was founded back in 2017. Reasons: it has extremely good approaches, but there are still a few drawbacks. I'll get to that later. First of all, here are my 20 key figures again. So I'm basically analyzing VECHAIN. Feel free to take a look at the 20 key figures. Otherwise, I'll link a video up here where I explain them to you in detail. There's even a metric that I found extremely interesting for VECHAIN, but we'll get to that later. Alright, let's get started. First, the market capitalization. It's basically already a high cap. The altcoin still has its potential though, and how much potential we'll get to that later. Definitely in this area, 7 out of 10. Yes, then the circulating supply. It's already at 93. That's extremely positive. That means that not too many tokens can flood the market and create price pressure. 9 out of 10. So how does the roadmap look? They are focusing on further adoption for basically IoT, that is the Internet of Things, and real-world assets. So they are continuing to build on that and above all want to solve everyday problems. Which metric do you actually find more important? Is it the roadmap or the team? Feel free to write it in the comments. Next up is the team. It was ultimately founded by really strong developers, a very experienced team from the tech industry but also from the blockchain industry. They are really strong in that regard and have many connections within the space, which is definitely always an advantage. 9 out of 10. So how does the narrative look? They are basically focusing on the narrative of IoT and of course the supply chain revolution. They really want to solve real problems. So that's definitely a very important narrative that will become increasingly significant in the future, especially as cryptocurrencies are integrated more into everyday life. 9 out of 10. What problem are they solving? Because ultimately, as mentioned, there are inefficiencies within supply chains, and that's a huge problem. They want to solve that with blockchain technology, as it naturally provides increased security, enhanced efficiency, and of course traceability, which is extremely important. So they are very well positioned. 9 out of 10. So how is the tokenomics? Ultimately, you can use it for staking and for payments within the system. In the ecosystem, everything is definitely looking very positive, as it definitely has a utility and the tokenomics are strong. 8 out of 10. So how do the investors look? They are supported by many large partnerships that also provide funding, and they have strong institutional support. 9 out of 10. How does the capital look? They are very robust, have weathered the bear market very well, and have many partnerships that believe in the project, especially in the long term. That definitely speaks for the token and ultimately for VECHAIN. So that's why it's 9 out of 10. So how does the marketing look? In the end, they focus on further partnerships because they really want to solve problems in real life, so they also have connections and base their marketing on real adoption. 8 out of 10. Stop. If you appreciate such in-depth analyses, then feel free to give a like first. That supports my channel and is good for the algorithm. I upload an altcoin analysis every Saturday and Sunday. Primarily, I'm looking for 100x altcoins that can really help me financially, but I also analyze big players in the market. To give you an insight, subscribe to my channel now. Don't forget to activate the bell so you don't miss any insights. And now let's continue right away. Yes, how simple is the idea? And in the end, it's relatively simple. The technical perspective, especially regarding supply chains, is of course a bit more complex, but the fact that they ultimately want to improve efficiency in real life in certain areas and therefore want to utilize blockchain technology to make the data more transparent is, I would say, already simpler. Understandable, 9 out of 10. So what does the long-term vision look like? The long-term vision is really that they want to be the leader in the blockchain space and truly want to help companies adopt and support them in order to ultimately solve real problems in that area. 9 out of 10. It's deflationary with a maximum supply in the end. It has a maximum supply which is extremely good. As mentioned right at the beginning, 93% already in circulation, which is extremely good. 8 out of 10. So, what about the fully diluted market capitalization? It's very close to the market cap, which indicates a fair valuation in the end. That's very good. 9 out of 10. So, what about the volume compared to the market cap? So that means this is again important for liquidity. And here they have really high trading volume, almost 200 million, which is extremely positive. 9 out of 10. What does the token distribution look like? At the beginning, it was quite fair, of course, to ensure some growth, but they are well positioned there. It's not unfairly distributed. 8 out of 10. So what about the top coin holders? There is a moderate number of top coin holders. Some are already there who hold a lot of VeChain, but there aren't that many. 7 out of 10. So what benefit does VeChain ultimately have for the ecosystem, for transaction fees, for staking, and of course to have the entire logistics and, let's say, the utility of the whole technology. So it has a wide range of benefits and everything is actually built on that. 9 out of 10. So how does the community look? They are well positioned there. They ultimately have a good community. They're active on Twitter. They have, let's say, a clear website. And of course, they've already secured many partnerships. Oh, 9 out of 10. Now let's talk about the current market situation. They are in a strong position, and ultimately, the adoption of cryptocurrencies in everyday life will continue to increase more intensively. We've already achieved good adoption there, and that will be further increased in the future. So, the altcoin season is coming up, and that will also boost the price. So we ultimately arrive at a result of 90.8, an extremely good result, which I honestly didn't expect. But of course this is because the market capitalization is already in a relatively high range. The circulating supply is at 93. They have a strong roadmap and team, solving real-world problems with solid tokenomics and effective marketing. Their long-term vision and strong volume provide good utility, making the token valuable. The current market situation offers advantages, and this altcoin is poised to advance. Now let's discuss the price forecast. They really have a long-term vision. The volume is extremely strong. They have good utility, so in the end, the token is extremely good. And the current market situation really has its advantages, and in my opinion, this altcoin will really move forward. And now we come to the price forecast. So, 0.20 to 0.60 is an extreme growth potential depending on how the overall market develops. Of course it varies and no one can predict it, but those are possibilities that could happen if the entire crypto market reaches a certain point and in the end VeChain gains a certain market share. Yes, and where you can find it, I'll link it down below on my preferred exchange at Max. Now that you know the potential of VeChain, I'll link you to another altcoin up here that also surprised me. It's really interesting and comes from the AI sector, so definitely don't miss that video. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video.